Hello, my name is David Wallace. I am from Scotland and I work at the International Language School in Одинцоvo, Moscow region. Myself and my colleagues have worked at ECAM for many years, providing fun, engaging and interesting lessons for many students. Students are very much the forefront of our lessons as we aim to help them to improve their knowledge of the English language. So today we're going to look at a new grammatical construction, and the construction is called used to. Have you heard of this before? Used to is used to talk about actions, repeated actions or habits that happened in the past, and now they do not. Used to. I used to play football with my dad. I played in the past, but now I don't. I am too busy working. If we have a look at the board here, we can write past, and we have the past, and what is now? What is now? It is the present. For this construction, we don't talk about the future. We are only interested in the present and the past. Used to. If we have a look at the screen, we have our past and present markers. I used to play football with my dad. Did I play in the past? Yes. And do I play now with my dad? We don't. He's also busy working. And what is the negative of used to? Here we can write, have a look here. It says, didn't used to. Things we did or didn't do in the past. That's right, we didn't do in the past, but it is something that we do now. For example, I didn't used to do much homework. Now I do. Let's have a look at the PowerPoint to see some examples. I used to. Things we did in the past and we don't do now. My first question is, are these things we do only one time or things that we do many times, not only once? That's right, it's repeated actions. Actions that we would do, not on one occasion, but maybe 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. Always happening at some point in the past. I used to. Have a look at the first one. What is this? Everybody's favorite, it is Lego. What verb can we put with Lego? Build Lego, make Lego, or play with Lego. These are all possible. So one example could be, I used to play with Lego. Do I play with Lego now? Yes, I do, but for the purposes of the grammar, no, we don't play anymore. And the next one. What is this? The Beano. A very, very popular what? Popular comic. This is sold in Britain and is something which, when I was a child and when my dad was a child, we would read. As you can see here, it's the bumper 60th birthday, so it's been around for quite a few years. So what verb can we have with Beano? Play with Beano? No, definitely not. Color the Beano? It's already colored. We don't need this. How about read? I used to read comics. Do I read them now? No, I don't. Did I read them in the past? Yes, every Saturday. The last example here is this picture. Have a look. What could the verbs be here? There are many activities. On the swings, riding bikes, playing with an animal, and even pushing the boat with a stick. But what can we say for these general activities in this place? What place is it? It is a park, yes, so I used to play in the park. Did I play in the past? Yes. Do I play now? No. Let's move on to the negative of used to. I didn't used to. And do we remember when we use this? Is it for actions we did in the past or we didn't do? That's right, actions that we didn't do in the past, but do we do them now? Yes, it is the opposite from used to. Again, we have 3 examples. Do you speak English? Perhaps if you are a non-native speaker of English, you are learning at school or university, this applies to you. And what can you say? Perhaps you can say, I didn't used to, verbs maybe, learn English, understand English. How about speak English? I didn't used to speak English. Did you speak English before? No. But do you speak English now? Yes. And you speak English very well, I know. Next picture. Maybe you listened to my example that I said at the beginning of the video. I think every student remembers this. We think about this. Oh my God, I have so much to do, so much to do. What is the verb here? Do we write homework? Do we think about homework? We do homework. We do our homework. When you were younger, did you do so much homework? Probably not. Maybe color some pictures, which is always good fun. And now you're 15, 16 years old, or about this. Do you have lots of homework now? Yes. So you can say, I didn't used to do lots of homework. But guys, homework is very important. If you do your homework, you'll improve your English. And the last picture. Oh, what's this? Where are we? Are we in a restaurant? In a bar? Looks like a cafe to me. Popular in places like Paris and France, and also in Russia too. And what is the verb that we can use for cafes? Eat in cafes, drink in cafes, or just a normal verb that we can use? Go. So we can say, I didn't used to go to cafes. Did you go to cafes in the past? Probably not. If you're studying, speaking English, learning English, you don't have time for cafes. But now you have gone to eCamp, you feel very good about your English, and you have some more time and you can go to cafes. I didn't used to go to cafes. One more part of this grammar we want to add here is the use of the term would. Some of you may have heard of this word already, but perhaps it's in a different context. With would, it is like used to. So for example, I used to play with Lego. We can change used to would. So not I used to play with Lego. We can say I would play with Lego. So in English, both of these options are possible. But there's one difference that we must understand. Used to. Used to play, go, run, jump, with infinitive of the verbs. These are action verbs, yes? Action verbs, movement, going, playing, running. With used to, we can use the action verbs. Action verbs in the examples. Okay? But, can we do this with would? The answer is yes. We can also use with action verbs. I would go, I would play, I would run. These are all possible. But there's another type of verb that we need to think about. And these are state verbs. What are state verbs? Are they action verbs? No, they're different. So we have things like think, feel, love, believe, understand. These are state verbs. For example, I used to love watching cartoons. I used to think that TV is the best thing in the world. One important difference between used to and would is that we cannot use state verbs with would. We cannot do this. So for example, can I say, when I was younger, I would like to eat sushi? No. We can only say, I used to like eating sushi. Other example perhaps, when I was younger, I used to believe that English was the best language in the world. Perhaps you still think this. Can I say, I would think English was the best language? No. As we understand, state verbs cannot be used with would. And if you remember these important rules, you will speak English very well.